This is Chippy from UMC Portal, and today I've got another UMPC with me. It's the UMID M1, which for me is one of the most exciting UMPCs around at the moment. This is a retail version, sent over again by Mobilix.eu. Thanks very much to them. There's also an iGo XP in here, but we'll unbox the UMID, give you a quick overview, and switch it on for a few minutes and see what it's like. We've only got 10 minutes, as this is a YouTube video. So the UMID is basically a very small clamshell style UMPC running Windows XP. It weighs under 400 grams. It's got a 1024 by 600 screen, 512 megs memory. There's the iGo. I'm going to put that to one side. It's got an extremely attractive and interesting form factor. So that's the box. This is retail packaging. So M-Book. Actually, some people have called it the M1. I think we have it as the M1 on the Portal. But let's zoom in and unbox it right now. So as I said, 4.8 inch screen, touch screen, clamshell form factor. There's a picture of it there. And manual, and there you go. That's the actual unit itself. Let me just quickly have a check to see what else is in here. We've got a battery pack which we're going to need, some adapters, lanyard, power, and power cable. So let me just quickly open this, because this is when we think about UMPCs that launched 7 inches 2 years ago, this is how far we've got now. So 4.8 inch screen, 1024 by 600. There is a 480 by 800 version of this. Full keypad. Let's take you around the device. Left hand side, there's nothing there, but you can see how thin and stylish that is. At the front, we've got on this side, I believe that's a SIM card slot, and then we've got SD micro SD slot. There's a microphone there. On the right hand side, we've got a little pull down flap which gives us access to USB, and a little adapter port there which allows us to put USB and I believe or a microphone in there. There's power there, so there's not much in terms of connectivity around the device. On the back is where the battery goes, and it's absolutely fantastically light and actually fits into a jacket pocket or even a jeans back pocket quite nicely. Looking at the screen and keyboard, then you've got power button here and a Wi-Fi Bluetooth on off here. You've got a camera, stereo speakers, and a standard keyboard which looks like it's English, but it's certainly QWERTY. So it looks like this is a European version of the device. So let's pop the battery in and see if this will boot up. So the battery just slots in there. It's a 3-cell, 17 watt-hour battery. I wonder if it's got any charge. Nope, doesn't look like it's got any charge, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to have to connect the power supply. Okay, power supply connected. Let's boot that up. Well, that's booting, and it should be fairly quick because there's a fast SSD on that. Let's have a quick look at the accessories. We've got a material pouch. These are the two adapters, one that gives you the full USB connectivity and one that gives you a headset port or a headphone port, because it comes with a headset that's got a special adapter. If you can see that, but there's a special adapter headset on there. So you can either use this or your adapter that you've got here. And there's a lanyard here. So that's booting up into XP right now. Just going to pop the accessories to one side. And this is probably first boot Windows XP. Let's just take this, first boot Windows XP. So let me just push through this and we'll go into the user interface. So I've just gone through the startup process in XP, connected to Wi-Fi, and obviously the first thing I'm doing is downloading Firefox. Everything's pretty smooth and quick at the moment. This has got 16 gig SSD in it, and I tested this a few weeks ago in South by Southwest, and the SSD is really fast, so it makes quite a big difference to the Windows XP. Also balances out the fact that it's only got 512 megs of RAM, so if the actual disk does start swapping, or the memory does start swapping into disk, it's a fast disk to swap into, so shouldn't have too much impact. And 512 actually with a basic version of Windows XP should be fairly good. Let's have a quick look at the footprint. So there's 140 megs of RAM free, and I've got Firefox running here. There's no mouse pointer on this, so it's all touchscreen. There's a stylus that comes with the device, it slots into the bottom left there. So some tweaking of the XP user interface is needed. For example, pushing up the sizes of some of the buttons and increasing the font size to large as well. But there's a nice touch layer on this, which seems to have some stabilization on it. So actually, clicking things with your finger is fairly straightforward. So let's go to Firefox and load up UMPC Portal. UMPC Portal. So you see the way I'm using this, it's a thumb style device. I'm going to have to get used to where some of these keys are. Thumb style device, so actually pretty good for things like microblogging and web browsing, instant messaging, emails, that sort of thing. Actually a really nice keyboard. We've got all the function keys there as well, so we can go full screen. And yes, well, I haven't got oops, let's come out of that. I haven't got drag and grab on this yet, so I need to install that. But everything's working pretty well from what I can see at the moment. It's actually a mono speaker. I said stereo speakers, but this one's blanked off here. So that's actually only mono speaker, but it does sound okay. Maybe not too loud, but good enough for handheld use. You can switch the Wi-Fi off and the Bluetooth off very quickly with this button here, which is very handy for saving battery life. And if okay, actually there wasn't enough charge in the battery. So we'll leave it there then for the intro for the MBook. That's from UMID. This is available through mobilex.eu right now. Looking really good. Having tested this before, I know it's a very interesting device, and I'm looking forward to checking it out longer term. So this is Steve Payne, Chippy from umpcportal.com. For more information on the UMID MBook or M1, go to the portal. Thanks for watching.